Okay, I'm going to record quick raw video because when I was shooting something else, I encountered a problem with my IRNDs. Maybe not a problem, but since they are stronger than my VND filters, so I want to check actually how much light they cut. So my idea is that I will use some bright light and then block the reading element of my light meter to see how light is actually cut with the filters. I know that lighting is crap, but it's not the case in this video. So I have 1 stop, 2 stops and 4 stops of ND, just 3 filters like that. There are Vaxis IRND, and combining them I can have 1 stop, 2 stops, 3 stops, 4 stops, 5, 6 and 7, which is actually perfect set for S-Log in almost any scenario. So I will bring up this light because at the moment it's at 1%, and since I will be cutting a lot of light with 4 stops, I guess maybe I will run it at 100%. Let me see. It actually doesn't matter what is the distance from the light and what is the power of the light, because the exercise is to see if this is cut by half, by 1/4 and so on with these 3 filters. It is f22.4, which is 10,000 lux. And what happens if I cover the sensor with 0, 3 stops ND? It is 48, so a bit more than a half, but actually very close. And it's f16.3, it was f22.4, so yeah, it is 1.1 stops, which is actually okay, but it's more than 1. And which filter is that? That one is 2 stops, so let's check again. f22.4, so now 2 stops, so 2 stops, spot on 2 stops, f11 and 0.4, and in lux it is 2600 lux. Nice. And now 4 stops. So again 10,000, which is f22.4, 4 stops, f5.6.3, so f16, f11, f8, f5.6, so 4 stops, 0.1. But it might be the case that actually at higher values this is not that accurate. So yeah, so this seems these filters are spot on. So probably my VND is not that spot on, and also yeah, so that means that actually these Vaxis IRND filters are spot on or almost spot on. So that also means that my VND is not that great. Maybe I should check my VND. Let me bring it. Okay, so I brought my other ND filters. Now I'm running the light at 14% width, at the distance gives me f22. So let me check my other filters. Can you see the readings? Probably. So f22, this is Peter McKinnon, 6 to 9 stops. So 6 stops first. It is f2.8, so f4, 5, 6, f8, f11, f16, f22. So 6 stops spot on with Peter McKinnon. Now I'm setting up 7 stops. With 7 stops it's not that spot on, it's like 0.6 too much. With 8 again, and with 9 again, kinda wrong. So let me check the Vaxis one. This is the Vaxis filter I'm using the most, and now it is at 3 stops. So let me read again: f22, f3 stops, f8.2. So not bad, I think, because this is f16, f8, and f16, f11, f8. So like 0 to too bright actually. Now at 4 stops. Okay, it is almost spot on. Now 5 stops, almost spot on. 6 stops, too dark, but it's quite hard to set this correctly, so maybe now it is at 6 stops. Yeah, and 7 stops. A bit too dark, but it's just 0.1, which is much better than Peter McKinnon, although this filter have some color cast. So let me check the other Vaxis filter, but based on this, it seems that Vaxis VND is a bit brighter than what they say on the filter, and the IRNDs, the constant ones, are a bit darker, so maybe that's the difference. f11.1. Okay, so it is at 1 stop, so it is okay. Now it is at 1 stop. Still the same, so it is a bit too dark, but I'm not using that filter that often. So f11, so at 2 stops it is okay. At 3 stops it is spot on. Okay, at 4 stops almost spot on, and at 5 stop, because this one is 1 to 5, it is almost spot on. So yeah, quite impressive. Yeah, so that's actually quite impressive. Like IRND seems to be like 0.1 too dark versus what is on the box, and VNDs seems to be like 0.1 too light. So there is difference with like 0.2, 0.3 maybe between them. So maybe that's the reason it was darker, hard to say, but actually I'm kind of surprised how accurate the Vaxis filters are. Yeah, so that's the quick video. I know it's ugly, but I hope it's useful. Cheers, mate.